Hi everybody, it's John Matus again showing you the BLSVitalSim training app. So what you're looking at here is the main screen for the BLSVitalSim app, and this app is really designed to teach the emergency medical technician level provider. It will do automated blood pressure, and it'll do pulse oximetry, and it will do heart rate management and display. It'll also act as a fully automatic, or I should say a semi-automatic defibrillator. So you'll be able to combine the AED trainer simulation with the automated blood pressure and pulse oximetry and heart rate simulation. So I'm going to walk you through this particular process very quickly in a matter of a couple of minutes. The main menu is displaying now, and I just wanted to show you the ECG display. So if you depress this, ECGs will display on the screen, and if you do not depress it, the ECGs will not display on the screen. So basically this allows you to contour the monitor to whatever your jurisdiction allows EMTs to do. So if they don't do heart monitoring, then you turn it off. If they do heart monitoring, you can leave it on. So the monitor starts very simply with the on-off screen, as you see here. The student is going to engage the touchscreen with their fingers to control the device, and you're going to basically put the parameters up with a remote control. So particularly if you're using our ET3 product, our emergency total training tool, you'll have a wireless keyboard that you can use to throw commands on the screen, and the student can basically walk their way through it just by engaging the touchscreen. So I'm going to use my cursor as if it was the student's finger, and again, let's assume that it's an EMT level scenario. They're assessing a patient. They turn the unit on. They're going to see this screen first. And let's say that your student puts a pulse oximeter on the patient. So if some student is playing patient, they take a pulse oximetry lead, they put it on the student's finger, and they see that because you've hit the F as in Frank key on your little keyboard, and the 82% throws up on the screen. So the student next, recognizing this as a problem, puts a non-rebreather on the patient. You can step up their pulse oximetry reading, thusly by just again hitting a couple of keys on the keyboard. The student, again, during the course of their assessment, wants to take a blood pressure. You can hit one key on your keyboard to program the blood pressure. The student puts the blood pressure cuff on the patient and then hits this NIBP button to activate the blood pressure machine, and then they get a BP reading, as you can see there. Likewise with heart rates, once the pulse oximeter goes on, you can throw up a heart rate, and you can adjust it with just a couple of clicks of your keyboard. The ranges are pretty broad, so we have like profound bradycardia to significant tachycardia. We have lots of blood pressure ranges too, so I'm going to show you each one of them. So there's perhaps very profound shock or maybe neonate, and then we have something along the lines of having a stroke or perhaps a significant head injury. Likewise for SATs, you can have low SAT, you can have high SAT, you can of course also have probe fell off the patient. And it's a fully functional AED trainer also, so when the student puts the pads on the patient and hits analyze.
Analyzing rhythm. Stand clear. No shock advised.
You will get that message. And if you program an arrhythmia.
Analyzing rhythm. Stand clear. Shock advised. Charging. Stand clear.
And they can discharge just like any other AED trainer. So everyone clear? Just like that. Now, you can run the same simulation with ECG enabled, so I'm going to show you that next. It looks very much like the previous one, except there's now an ECG screen. So any of the arrhythmias that you program in the background will display on the screen. Now, keeping in mind that this level of provider traditionally does not do a whole lot of ECG recognition, you don't have to overly teach this part, but just keep in mind, the difference between, say, normal sinus and VFib may be useful to show a student. And again, if your jurisdiction allows cardiac monitoring by EMTs, this may have some use for you. So once again,
analyzing rhythm. Stand clear. Shock advised. Charging. Stand clear.
And then everybody clear, and you can discharge. And then give them a rhythm that is a little more conducive. Okay, something like that. So it just kind of gives you an idea. There are some other sort of nice features. This particular setup is set up by default for adult defibrillation, but if the student plugs in a pair of pediatric pads into the device, you can hit the enter key and it toggles pediatric mode. So you'll see the blue tall stick guy became a short pink stick guy, and the joules changed from 50 to 200 to 50. So you can see again me toggling adult and pediatric back and forth, as you see there. So I'm sure as an educator you've probably seen how this might be a useful tool for your classroom. This is again the BLSVitalSim application, and you can see and download a demo of it at trainingcentermanager.com, and that'll give you a real sense of what the product can do. I hope this demonstration has been useful for you. Thanks.